Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line. And Dak going to start out going to the air. Left side to Lamb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Prescott on first down. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's A.J. to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be.
And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Turbo three, kick.
Tua now on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Osa Odighizuwa. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he slings one that's incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. That one down the field for Ferguson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott down. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing, Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cowboys.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
20, Dolphins 7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flushed out right. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
A run with Vaughn out of the gun.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Berrios now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Pick Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Pollard will take it up the gut, and he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. Now Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Go ahead.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Go ahead.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Come on, 2, ice jab. Ice jab. Come on, 2, ice jab. Get in.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready.
Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one incomplete. And another
another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All right. Ice jam. Ice jam. Out.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
All right, come on.
2nd down and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing middle
but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That one complete to Barrios. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Calling that a very strong gain of 24. Now Tua. It's Hill, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 3. Tua to throw again. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that trims the lead down to 9. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Again, Elvin partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
The score, Cowboys 30, Dolphins 14.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Tua going to throw.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, Tua. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Aubrey now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Cowboys 37, Dolphins 17.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one.
Get safe. Go ahead.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dolphins 17.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Go ahead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
In motion, Hill. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Micah Parsons
in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Returnable here from the 38. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
2nd down, Prescott.
They'll set up the screen to Vaughn.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Up the middle, it's Vaughn.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
Now a give here to Pollard.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, kill.
An inside give to Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Second and 6 from the 10.
Here's Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here's Prescott. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here we go.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeMarcus Lawrence in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A handoff running left is Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down and 13.
20, TX. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know what the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
What do you think?
Running behind center with Vaughn.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Cowboy first down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check mega.
Running to the right, this is Vaughn.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Okay, right.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
Switch, yellow. Ready.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Ready, ready.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Set.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt,
ready?
3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, they go back to Vaughn again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards, as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Out.
Here's Tua. Short pass to Howard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ready.
2nd down and 6 now.
Scat. Hey, long.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Go ahead.
3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 47-yard line.
You're right here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he completes it to Barrios. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw.
Touchdown! Braxton Berrios, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On the ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go.
And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a